Demand and supply, housing. Buying a house is an investment. Houses can rise in value over time and they're seen as an investment. It's possible to invest in houses and make a return on the investment in the future. However, a fall in house prices can result in something called negative equity, where the value of the property's mortgage is greater than the property's market value. This is bad for homeowners. What they sell the house for won't pay off the amount they owe on it, i.e. the remainder of the mortgage. Unless they can pay off the remainder of the mortgage, they can't move house. So for some of us, just to clarify, a mortgage is a loan to purchase a house. Now, next part. The supply of the house is the supply of houses is the variety of houses available at a given time. The supply of houses is made up of new build and pre-owned houses that are available for a range of prices. The supply of new build houses is partially dependent on the costs of building them, including labour, materials, land, legal and planning costs. The supply also depends on the number and size of building firms, any government policies that encourage or discourage building new houses. An increase in the supply of new houses built should lead to a fall in the price of houses. This is shown on the diagram in front of you, where supply will shift from S1 to S2, leading to more houses being built, which will lead to an extension in demand between Q1 and Q2, and consequently there'll be more houses on the market. The price of housing is also determined by demand factors. The state of the economy has a big impact on the housing market. In areas of high unemployment, houses have lower prices and lower demand, for instance in some parts of northeast England, but areas with low unemployment tend to have high demand and high house prices, for instance parts of southeast England. Economic growth, high levels of consumer confidence and high living standards increase the demand for housing. The substitute for buying a house is renting one. A fall in the cost of renting may decrease the demand to buy houses, but falling rents could reduce the supply of properties for rent if landlords are unwilling to offer low rents. Most properties are bought using a mortgage, so if, for example, interest rates rise, the cost of a mortgage will increase and reduce the demand for house purchases. Short-run PED and PES for housing are inelastic. There are no close substitutes for housing. This means the price elasticity of demand is inelastic, so a rise in a price causes a smaller reduction in demand. The price elasticity of supply is inelastic too. The supply of houses can't be quickly increased because it takes time to build new houses. Supply can also be restricted by the availability of building materials, construction workers and suitable land, and by government regulations. Because supply can't increase much in the short run, an increase in demand can make prices rise sharply. House prices may have knock-on effects. If house prices rise and lots of houses are bought and sold, this might create more jobs in the construction industry. Also, higher house prices increase the value of people's assets and can increase consumer confidence. This confidence can encourage spending and increase investment. This process is called the positive wealth effect. Conversely, if it was to work in the opposite direction, so lower house prices, reducing the value of people's assets and reducing consumer confidence so that people spend less and thus investment falls, we would call this the negative wealth effect. Increased house sales encourage spending on furniture, decorating and other household goods.